Right, guys, how are you? Share this video with your friends. Share this video with your friends as much as you can. Share this video with your friends as much as you can. Today, we want to talk about the Zimbabwe Football Association. You know, it's so painful that, you know, our brothers and sisters are failing to watch their national team performing, playing football. I posted something on social media in the last few days. Um, the response I got from Zimbabweans is unbelievable. I posted it on Facebook yesterday. I think that comment has gone up to over 1,000 comments. I posted it on I posted it on Twitter. I got a massive, and most of the response from all the people is just the same response. Why is Zimbabwe national team banned from taking part international games? Do me a favor, Zimbabweans. Share this video with your friends as much as you can. Share this video with your friends as much as you can. Today, we want to come with a way of approach. How we can approach and tag any minister you know, tag any politician you know, tag any ex-footballer you know, tag anyone you want to know, We want to talk about our own football in Zimbabwe in general. How painful is it to watch other nations playing in the World Cup? How painful is it to watch other nations playing Africa Cup of Nations? It pains me so much. It pains me so much as a Zimbabwean to see that our brothers and sisters are not playing football international. Remember, World Cup comes once in 4 years. So it means our current players, let me share this with everyone. Let me share this with everyone. Let me share this as a Twitter so that people, let me share this. Let me share this. I want everyone to come in today and enjoy this debate. Let me share this on Facebook. Our national team, Zimbabwe national team. And then goes, do you think it will work now? I mean, it has got to work, because it has got to work. Why the city is not going to work? Why Lingavomot is going to work? We need to address these things. I think the president of the country must intervene and get rid of these Zifa people. If we owe, how much we owe the former Zifa or whoever, the one who was sacked, we need to pay him and get rid of them and start a new blood. Imagine your son is playing abroad and your son is being punished to play football because our country is punished. Yesterday I did a research. There are two countries I found that Zimbabwe and Kenya, they are all banned from taking place in the international football. How painful is it? Honest enough, as a country, how painful is it? Honest. You see, Josh, the people like Alois Bunjira, I'm sorry to say this, the people like Alois Bunjira, I want to be honest with you. To me, they are selfish. Why do I say so? Because they don't want to talk about these things. Don't get me wrong. People like Alois Bunjira, they are selfish. They don't want to talk because they think this is political. They should be voicing. They should be writing petitions to say, but we don't think one person can destroy our football. Awufuneki kabazi ngemthetho ye-FIFA but you are totally talking of something you don't even know. Zama ukwenza a proper research. I know I know. I know what I'm talking about. I think you can come in so that we can talk. Anyone wants to come in, guys? Nifage link. There is a link. Go Facebook. Just go to your Facebook. Then press the link. There is a link there for those who want to come in. I know. If you go on my Facebook, there is a link. I know what I'm talking about. Because honest enough, are you telling me that, guys? I mean, as long as this issue is not resolved, Zimbabwe is not going to be playing Yama international games until when? Until when? Are you not feeling so bad to support other countries when your team is not even? Honest enough, Zimbabweans, let's wake up and talk about these things. How come you people, honest enough, Langton, just tell me, you guys, how do you feel when you're supporting Morocco? How do you feel when you're supporting Ghana? How do you feel when you're supporting other teams? Zimbabwe is not even there in the international games. I think the government must pay off this guy and just get rid of him and start afresh. And follow the procedures, whatever they say it must be followed, and get rid of, pay them what they outstanding money and get rid of them. Honest enough, guys, we are suffering. We want to see our Zimbabwean players playing. Do you know how many Zimbabwean players are playing in the UK? Bournemouth has got one. Arsenal has got a child, a boy who has got a mother is a father is from, I think, a father or a mother. A father is from Zimbabwe. He's playing for Arsenal, and you know what? They would love to play for the country. Look at that boy called Zamora playing for Bournemouth. Look at the youngsters playing for small teams in the UK. 4 years they'll be gone. They'll be done. Come on, guys. Me personally, I will ask the president to intervene and say, what? My people are being punished here. I will fire the entire Zifa or pay them off whatever they owe them and start a new blood. How painful is it? I'm not going to support Morocco, Mina. I'm sorry supporting Morocco, me. I'm sorry. Even in South Africa, I won't even support South Africa. I'm a Zimbabwean. I want to see Zimbabwe playing football. Why would I be supporting other teams? I want to support Zimbabwe because I'm Zimbabwean. I'm born in Zimbabwe. I want to see Zimbabwe. But something needs to be done. I appeal. This is my appeal. Honestly, enough, I appeal. Somebody wants to be edited here. I think yes. You're in fact. Sike sikwatshane imfake sibili sizwe ukuthi uthini anyakwazi vele ubuye ngolaka ngiyakwazi ukuthi ubuye ngolaka tawo right uthi lokhu wabuye eCanada washo wagwinya wesifundo esingaka right nasi indaba jafe kudala. Honest enough, I know I've seen your comments yesterday. Right, you tell me your experience, what you think it is.
Izinto mina ngathi awuthengithile la ekuthenini i-sports commission, sports and recreation commission.
Yeah, khuluma.
Angithi yiyo eyathi Zifa
khuluma.
So bathi kune-corruption kuZifa. So uma kune-corruption kuZifa base-suspenda i-Zifa leadership. Felton Kamambo, I think nabo Joseph Mamute. I'm not sure ukuthi abanye basuspendwa ngoba.
I know that.
Suspended by SRC. And of which SRC is an arm of the government. Ingurhulumende because the sport is sonke elizwe. So yikho kuyalwa yiFIFA for kind of interference by government, because those people are appointed, they are not even elected, they are appointed by minister, which is the Minister of Sports and Recreation. And the guy who's leading SRC, you must know, it's Jonathan who is the son-in-law of the president. As if but that whole body is political. So bayenza abakwenzayo bayenza ukuthi bezama ukufosta ukamambute khona. Part of me thinks ukuthi it was just political from the start. Ngoba sebenanzela ukuthi iFIFA yayifaka imali through in ngesikhathi se-COVID lapha. So lapho kunemali khona, abanye abantu abafuna ukubona nje lapho kunemali khona. Kukanti vele ungananzelela izinto eziningi eziphathwa rada akulandelwa constitution. Ku-sports, the only team in a constitution, a proper constitution elandelwayo, it's the Highlanders Football Club. Everyone knows. Kuyayenzwa ama-elections, kuyayenzwa ama-annual general meetings and so forth and so on. So it's properly constituted. So iZifa yafuna i-SRC yafuna ukuthatha ama-powers enganawo, or yafuna uku-abuse ama-powers ngokususpend i-Felton Kamara because there's personal differences. Whatever personal difference, we know it's always political, because from the time Chiangwa, is it Chiangwa or Chiwenga, this other guy, and Sawa, but he's called Philip, and then no Omega, those guys was unfair. So they wanted to make sure with Abantu Abapete is as unfair people who give to us from the MTC Alliance, and then later on the main MTC, which is the faction which is closer to the faction Kamonzo, and that one is closer to, like the you know what's happening there. So Gift was made the president after Felton was suspended. But if FIFA had to be allowed the pants, they set up Felton back to his post. And then here's a meeting, Magut influence meeting. Thereafter, here's him keeping the same secretary. Why couldn't they just reinstate to Felton after 1 or 2 weeks, but annual general meeting or whatever, general meeting, and vote to Felton out and have a proper structure? Some FIFA, the guy Felton is a keeping and structure, and then you go for what? If FIFA is just standing on one thing, it is a lot of Felton standing. And then ngingambisela that easy. If Zifa for to be a not SRC, but SRC is the arm of the government. So only interference. So why we know with Bambisela Felton and then visit annual general meeting or whatever? Because we don't allow that term is already expired. So call a meeting 1 or 2 weeks or 2 months, that now will be history. And then it's what is your family. But then, like I said, it's political, and there are a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes. Remember, before Felton was suspended, before he COVID, there was the issue of stadiums being inspected and stadiums failing, which are number packet seats, and then told go and fix this and that and that and that. And the government failed to avail that kind of money to fix national sports or Irufar or Ipapa, which is very good to standard as for and CAF so that they can host some matches. Now, knowing how pompous and selfish our government is, they knew they don't have money or they don't want to put in money by doing summer stadiums. Part of me thinks we suspend this Zifa using SRC. Meant to go to the OP backlash from FIFA, then they'll be suspended. Once they're suspended, then they are going to run away from the embarrassment of hosting international matches, either in Zambia, because they call the stadiums, or in South Africa. So now they stay away. Bangabonisi ihlazo ukuthi you are failing. Ngokuthi suspended is Zifa. Kumele suspended. They just put in your foot pedal kuhlale kunjani until such time belungisa ama-stadiums. But when ngoba akunanto elungiswayo. Ngabe bethi beze so belungisa ama-stadiums. Zozokuthi noma ngathiwa we are unbanning iZifa or football. You guys can start playing. Noma singaze kulunge akunalapho uzadlala khona. So it's just politics and what Gerard within ZANU PF and Zifa, Philip Chiangwa side. And it's not going to take us anywhere. Is Zifa awunan ANC wrong? Is Zifa matter? Lay Zifa econ esizifani yabo 50 fund which is not recognized by FIFA. Must just convene meeting, raise the convene meeting and vote the guy out which is as handed to and get whoever they want to. But then, like other people have been saying, our former sports people need to come on board and lead the sport. They must stop being a commentators on the sideline. We're talking about we're talking about Zales, we're talking about and all these other guys who played in football before. They understand the administration of football. Though it's been politicized. Into your own case, it's just political. Since the second, what they call it, second, it's just politics. Athletics, they politicize, sports, they politicize, broadcasting, almost every sector is being politicized. But I believe, even if it's politicized, abantu have been there who come with administrative skill, not just because they play. Look for Ozenzo have managed. Above Lawayo, Zitlawa chips of Lawayo. It's not a cat of Lawayo Maspa, Ozenzo into as part of management. So he understands the likes of what they understand.
But how much are you missing to watch your Zimbabwe full national team playing AMA international games? You know, Zimbabwe, we are playing World Cup, Zimbabwe versus Egypt. How much are you missing those things?
Because of politics, honestly, I don't miss it that much because it's always been politics. From Mwanazela after 2004, first qualification national stuff, many deserving players were shut out because of irrationalism and the tribalism. We can't run away from that fact. Kunama players who were performing, and you would find that there are some average players because they are managed by somebody, a well-known manager, who manage my players. You would force these players in the national team, and those players will be playing at the expense of boys who are talented because maybe they played for a wrong team or they're from a wrong region or interest in that. And when I'm matches, it's my national team. I always take Harare. Why Harare only? When we have people from A1 to people from a tribe who are supporting the Warriors and people from the southern region are supporting the Warriors. Why not make sure we push the matches to central point and have, or maybe they can be like categories of our matches A, B, C. Why all the matches are that? Why not some of the matches Koblawa or some of the matches in Masugo, some of the matches A1 and so forth and so forth. So it's always been a fast into a court. Even during the time that family, Leslie Queen, Undumiso committed a trial. And remember that time, that's when there was the Asian game. And Mwakumbula, our players who participated, who fix some matches, the players from that side as well. So the bias has always been there, and that bias makes us, we can't be proud of the national team that is biased. And you see, this is total bias. Not just in terms of the players or the players, the management and everything, it's just bias. Or Pandare and always they are part of the road national team. There is nothing that they are bringing in. So it's difficult to be loyal to the Zimbabwe national team at the present moment or with that thing, Salapa.
But don't you think the president can help us and if this guy is owed money, why can't they pay that guy money? And then they start afresh and say, right, because honestly, guys, why are they not joking? Why is the president is not interested in football?
Rafil, they don't need the president once he interferes. It's politics. Zifa remains banned. The only sensible thing that they must do, they must calm down their high horses. So Kester Coventry and Gerard and reinstate Zifa as it was before the suspension, and then let Zifa and the board, the owners of the football in the country, take a step to say, this is what we're going to do. You don't force and bring it into the politics as a Zifa or you say the president. Once he interferes, then the ban continues. The simple thing that they need to do, bring back Isasivenesikon, and then let the members of the football in the country decide, are we continuing with the Felton or we getting the new board and the new president?
Ngiyabuza ispain idlala kathi so
Uh, I wish Germany now winning game namhlanje.
what time are they playing now?
I think they're playing now. This cat is thinking if I give me 13 past 11. So I think that it just started maybe 13 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people. You see, me, I don't watch those games. I only watch African football because I believe that. I mean, me, if Zimbabwe is not playing, I don't watch. I don't watch that.
But it's fun. You guys, anything you only watch African football. You guys are big supporters of our Arsenal and Liverpool.
Yeah, that's my. I mean, that's my team here in the UK. When it comes to, but when it comes to a World Cup and whatever, I prefer that Zimbabwe was there, so I don't feel represented at all.
I don't even watch English Premiership football. I don't have a favorite club. I know some players. The only time I get to watch an English Premiership team play is who Champions League. That is the only time I get to watch English Premiership team. I watch local football. Like I'd rather watch Zimbabwean Premiership or South African Premiership. I get to follow as well. I'm a league fan and Tanzania because we've got some good players in Tanzania, like Safa Prince, Avo Prime Gangwa, Avo. Yeah, we've got some few players in Tanzania. So I watch Tanzanian football, Akulu, and then I also watch Egyptian here and there. But I follow Zimbabwean Premiership, South African Premiership. So I watch it. And then Tanzanian.
I know. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this as much as we can because I feel sorry for I've got a very good friend of mine who plays in the UK, Zimbabwe plays in the Premiership. I spoke to him some few weeks ago and say, how do you feel when you says, I wish I can change and play for another country, because I'm missing 4 years time I'll be retired. You see, and it's true. The young talent is missing out. And a lot of players and you see that after this, a lot of players will move. They'll be bought because they are seen playing in the World Cup. So it's so sad for our country. That thing needs to be corrected. Whoever the sports minister Coventry, she needs to do something. They need to reinstate those guys and they make the whatever is necessary, not about politics. Then we can move on. It's so painful.
Yes, you're not stupid because right now there is some, remember, Uma Kosafa games, there. And in Kosafa Cup, that's when most of our players about to a chance to go to play in South Africa. And South Africa
Yes.
is a stepping stone for many of our players. We can't run away from that fact. We look at some players that are in Europe or all over the world. Omson, they moved from South Africa. Onya Shamshed was in France, he moved from South Africa. So it gives them a platform because South African football is watched by a lot of people. We've got very good players in Zimbabwe currently who can break into the South African Premiership. And then these are the players who are under 25, hoping within 3 or 4 or 5 years they can be scouted and go and play in Europe. But they are also missing out. The likes of Abonya Shamshed, Omneti, and Unagamba, for example, they are missing out because now Unagamba is not playing in his team. And if he's not playing in his team, how are the clubs going to scout?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I would say 17, but man, I 17, but ku-national team bazambona. Look, ngakunikeza example ngoKatsande. uKatsande by the time ethenga i-Kaizer Chiefs waye-Ajax Cape Town and he was not playing ku-Ajax Cape Town. He was Chiefs young scout imbona edlala ku-national team and they bought him straight to a natural from a lower club to a bigger club, not because they saw him in lower club, because they saw him in national team. So in national team, it gives our players an opportunity to shine because good national team will be playing more or less. You are given a free role. There's not too much pressure. It's just one shot, and once they start scouting you, but this player can be a good addition to us.
Yeah,
But
I remember some years ago, Elias Diouf when he was playing World Cup for Senegal, and that's why Liverpool saw him and they signed him straight away. When you're playing, so our players are missing out. Honestly, there's a young boy playing for Bournemouth called Zamora here. The boy is unbelievable. But you know, I don't know, it's so
yes,
painful.
you're talking of Jordan Zemura Bonema. I think Arsenal will put a player as well who plays for Arsenal who is eligible to play for his local team. But as things stand, umfana lona mabe ngambiza ku-England, he might switch and go and play for England. I think it was Reece Nelson or Ryan Nelson, but I know he plays for Arsenal. You see.
Oh yes,
So
so this Nelson, yes. The father
yeah,
is from Zimbabwe, I know that.
that's a player who can play for the national team. But Mayebona, if he's order Elapana, he can't go. He can't go. Services Kala, so some of us want to open at the France. Abo Saka, the France, Oban, the France, no, it's not because those guys, they choose to start with it. Laba bona khona ukuthi ngadlala laphana i-career yami iza progress but ngingafuna ukustika nezimbabwe uzastika nezimbabwe uhambe edlala nabo mana ulimala ungalimala izimbabwe is not even going to take care of you but if uPogba for example elimele edlalela iFrance he knows he's covered noma i-team abe idlalela i-contract isiphelele he knows iFrance is going to take care of ama-medical bills and so forth and so forth. We've got good players who were destined for like greater heights. They failed to go up because Baba Nama injuries. For example, John Umbozo was injured at the national team. And a short job was done in terms of medication yakhe wathi engasafiki lapha awumele afike khona so nabafana bazawukhangela khona lokhu can I go to national team okungana-order yini ngiqhubeke but this is an opportunity uma engakhona ukungena ku-Indian national team uNelson engakhona ukungena ku-English national team uJordan he can come and play eZimbabwe but for which national team ingekho ngendaba zepolitics akulungiswa ama-stadium i-Zifa is just i-SRC is just ashamed ukuthi sezane South Africa i-pride yokuthi we are in sovereign state so babona ngathi uma behambe badlala e-South Africa bazochaywa but it's not all about ukudlala e-South Africa or i-sovereignty i-Swaziland for example eSwazini idlala ama-games alonke wadlala e-South Africa I think there's another team that I'm in South Africa, Namibia, if I'm not mistaken. Namibia playing in South Africa. And they are playing. I'm a players are moving. Maybe show them opportunities, they can move abroad. My teams, I'm a small team, very small team. That's in Namibia, they are playing with Champions League. And Champions League is the highest stage for Africa, good domestic competition with African and my local leagues. So from there, my players get started. Go and play, go Egypt, go and play, go Sudan, and then from there you move abroad. And it also pays with the language Sudan. Look at this guy was the language Dynamos Edward Saplomba. He made a lot of money at the
Gaetano Tembo, Chalaya Murillo, a lot.
yeah. So the guys are earning big money because Zimbabwe pays $400, for example. But if you get scouted from Dynamos, you go straight and play those guys are likely going to pay you about over $5,000 a month. And $5,000 is a lot of money for Zimbabwean players. It gives them that balance. That's why when Abafana in the sewer is Tanzania, because Tanzania pays in dollars. Never to hear Tanzania.
So what's your last remarks about the our Zimbabwe football team? What do you think? Do you think they need to go back to the drawing board and do what they were told to do, and then we can move from there?
asekele nini i-culture of command everything. Football for it, lessons for it, teachers for it. Asekele nini that culture ukuthi sifuna ukukhomanda yonke. Let's allow ukuthi nama ngikhethwe ukuthi ngibusilize la ngibusilize. Ngafuna ukuthi wonke umuntu abone similarity yakhe.
But why are the ex-football players in Zimbabwe? They are not even talking. They are not voicing. They are not doing.
Scared because they are scared. Abaningi bazama analyst was ZBC. So once he talks against whatever is happening, it's going to be suspended with ZBC. So he got something that point. So angakhuluma bad in current situation, I'm suspended. But they know iqiniso ngeke bakhulume against the truth. So that's why they are keeping quiet. Because iqiniso banalo ukuthula kwabo khona kutho olukhulu. They know what is needed to be done. So angeke banjani, angeke bakhulume ngoba bengakhuluma kusasa kuze-DC.
So they are cowards then.
Ungasabuyi uzosebenza. Ungaphi uBunjira, for example, is one of the people abafuna kakhulu ekhaya abane-voice and we've got influence ku-sport. But I think he's contracted in one of these ZBC things. If engekho ku-ZBC uzi-FM, of which siyakwazi ama-radio station asekhaya wonke the phone under ZBC. Editorial policy yakhona comes from ZBC and is coming from the highest office. So angeke bakhulume kodwa iqiniso bayalazi.
Thank you so much. To answer this one, I like the way you say it. You know, I really love the way you say it. Simple. You know, I really politics power.
Asibiyele nini ku-structure esasisuspendayo Brazil, and then i-structure esisasuspendwayo sesibiza eyabo i-annual general meeting, whatever they call it, and then bakhethe umuntu abafuna akhokhelise. Now ukuthi bayabisela uFelton Kamambo, lethi B babekholelwa kuye. Thina sifuna akubuyele ngoba ungavele kubuyele ku-structure esasivele esikhona, then ama-elections i-FIFA iza-recognize. Kungabuyelwa laphana sebebhale i-FIFA ethi sesimbisele uFelton esithandeni. Yikho i-FIFA ekufunayo. I-FIFA isi-unban nje, and then bona sebekwazi ukuthi babize umhlangano bekhipha uFelton overcome umuntu abafuna ukumfaka, balungise lokho abacabanga ukuthi ubonakele kuze. Angeke balungise ocabanga ukuthi ubonakele kuze ifa ukhipha uFelton.
So the issue is clear here. The issue is clear. Put him back into our elections because his team is already, you know, the issue is clear here. There is no problem.
It's straightforward. Always ngicabanga ukuthi vele just politics. Ikhona lokhu ukuthi kathi njengoba ku straightforward laba bathi limbisele nini. Ufana nokuthi wena usuxabana noMamenzi. Bese uthanda ifuna ukuthi asikhotha idayi qala nilehlala phansi sikhulume uqale kakhulu ifaza abele wona ukuthi hayi vele angabuye nje right ekhona ngayo then ubusibese uchaya ngoswazi. I-FIFA isichaya ngoswazi kodwa uswazi olulu. I-FIFA ibisela nini uFelton esihlale asibisele uFelton. Then uFelton abiza umhlangano or whatever, and then bese kulungiselela i-general meeting. Ungayilungisela i-general meeting is done. UFelton usehamba mawethu bafuna khona.
Now you have made it clear for me now. I know you have made it clear for me. I know saying is very good. I just think it's very good, man. Saying is very good. So they need to reinstate him back.
The only thing engayenzakala i-government engayinterfere khona upresident angakhuluma ne-minister ekhulume ne-SRC and unsuspend uFelton sokuphelile. Upresident akwazi ukukhuluma ne-FIFA, SRC akwazi ukukhuluma ne-FIFA, i-minister akwazi ukukhuluma ne-FIFA, but kumele bakhulume ne-SRC ba-unsuspend Felton abuyele emsebenzini bese coach okusemthethweni siyabuyela ebholeni.
Thank you so much, Chakel Dala. Thank you so much, Thank you, Swan.
All right.
Thank you so much. Yo, thanks, guys. Right, hi guys. Someone is watching us from YouTube. Mama Africa. Greetings, Africans. Thank you so much, Mama Africa. Yes, you can watch us on YouTube. We're just talking about the Zimbabwe football team banned from taking part in the international games. You know, it's so pathetic. It's so sad that, you know what, we allow these things to happen over something which can be resolved within a short space of time. We can resolve this. The president can call the Minister of Sports and talk to the Minister of Sports, and then they sorted this outstanding whatever with the former guy who was sacked, whether they pay him back his money or whatever. Then you know what? Let's go back to the drawing board. Talk to the Minister of Sport. Talk to that former guy who was sacked. FIFA is saying, sort your house, make your house in order, then you will come back. It's so painful for me to see other African teams playing, and my country, Zimbabwe, is not playing. I am not going to go and support Cameroon. I'm not going to support Morocco. I am not going to. I want to support my Zimbabwe national team. My Zimbabwe national team is punished for no apparent reason because there is a misunderstanding because of the former chairman of Zifa. And then FIFA intervenes and say, right, you are banned. The whole country is banned just because of one person. Pay this guy his money. How much is he worth? How much do you owe him? President, talk to the Minister of Sports. Resolve this issue. Stop punishing your children. We can't watch football as a country because we are banned. So my appeal is, resolve this. Football. Ugh. It's so sad what is happening in Zimbabwe football. It's so sad as a Zimbabwean. In the Premiership, we have got so many names playing in the Premiership, born in Zimbabwe. Their parents are from Zimbabwe. Some have also they want to play for England because in Zimbabwe they cannot play. The team is banned politically. So I appeal to whoever is in charge of sports, pull up your socks. You're punishing young children who wants to perform, who wants to enjoy, who wants to enjoy their football. You are punishing the football commentators. You are punishing the sponsors. You are punishing the players. You are punishing the entire country. We can't watch football. Zimbabwe. There is Africa Cup of Nations. Zimbabwe is not there. There is World Cup. Zimbabwe is not there. How pathetic and disgrace is that? We are watching World Cup right now. Our team is not even. How can I be proud as a Zimbabwean? Come on, guys. You don't even think about doing something or let's do a petition to say, no, let's resolve this. How much do we owe him? Do we owe him 200 million? No. We owe him something like probably less than 1 million. Let's pay him off. Vote him out. Bring somebody who wants to. Zimbabwe's got a history of names. The likes of Bruce Kobler, the likes of Peter Ndlovu, the likes of Alois Munjira, the likes of Japhet Muparudza, the likes of. Why do we do this? Why are we putting people who never played football in our football association? Why do we do that? Why do we run our football like that? Philip Chiangwa, chairman of Zifa. What does he know about football before he was the chairman of Zifa? Leo Mugabe, what was he before he came? Do we put these people politically? Why do we do that? It's high time, guys, we think about ourselves. It's high time we think about our players. It's high time we think about our country. We can't even contest to hold either the Africa Cup of Nations one day. We can't even do contest to hold World Cup one day because we are not allowed to take part in those games. As I speak right now, I have got less than 10 people watching this video because they think it's pathetic as an African. Our Southern African football is just you look at this. Look, we don't even have a team from Southern Africa as we speak right now. Not even. I am forced to go and watch a Cameroon. I am forced to go and watch Morocco. We are just a disgrace. Do you know that a player cannot go and play in Europe when he has never played for the national team? Never. You have got to have so many caps for you to go and play in Europe. So how can you jump from let's just say from a team like Dynamo's Highlanders to go and play for a team like Bournemouth? You can't, because you have to have some caps, so much caps, so that you can then go and play in Europe. We are banned. We don't have a national team. As we speak, our team is not allowed to take any part. What is the reason? We owe the former chairman of Zifa money. But the FIFA is saying, no, for you to come back and take part in these games, you need to go on drawing board, do this, do this, do this. Is it hard? Even if you if you sack someone from work, unfair dismissal, right? You go to the tribunal, he wins the case. They tell you that you need to pay him this, pay him this. You can't go the other way. You have to. So if we got rid of that guy, unfair, let's do the right things and pay him and do the right channels and bring our football back. I can read your comments. Ngamanyala aloboya lokhu okwenziwa yiZifa, yazi umlungu lo owayebhukutsha naye ulenkinga sowabulawa yi-politics. Then there are some watching us on YouTube. Joseph Dube says, this Zifa fiasco yehlula ngesikhathi saMoliyo Mgabe ancindezela ama-players from Highlanders amaZulu ukuthi bengene ku-national team. Where is amaZulu uSuthu? What destroyed it? Then Langton Masilo says, want to give you a good example. Players who came from Nkwasini, the likes of Kane and Abel Muteji, those twins, I remember them. Clemens Zuze, Abel Mwene played for Chapungu. Ovid Karuru made it in different teams, locally and international. If player scouting is done by really soccer players, we can have better team that will be untouchable in Zimbabwe, but Marie has killed our soccer. Then Langton says, the issue is we need serious people to make a move over this issue, because we got talented players all over the world, even in small cities, but all the talent is being wasted by greedy people who are benefiting of this crisis. And Zifa should amend its constitution by saying, if you had never played soccer, you cannot contest for any post, because you don't know how soccer stars are surviving in our country. In other countries, they are earning a fortune of soccer, and the government should distance itself from the sport. Then Bongani Spanda says there must be no political interference. Casey Covent interfered and we were banned. Soccer abafuni politics. Then Josh says, Alois Munjira for president. I want to be honest with you. I think the likes of Alois Munjira, the likes of all these ex-footballers in Zimbabwe, they are cowards. Why do I say they are cowards? They only think about themselves. I watch Alois Munjira doing his things. I have never heard Alois Munjira talking about the ban of our national team. Never. So to me, Alois Munjira and the likes are cowards. That's what I say. Because they only think about their jobs. That if they say anything, then they will lose their jobs. I don't care. They are cowards. The likes of Alois Munjira. Me, nobody can tell me that, man, don't talk about this. Don't talk about this. I talk the truth. We need to sort this. If you look at the number of players playing in the Premiership with a Zimbabwean, one parent from Zimbabwe. There's a guy from Everton. There's a guy from Arsenal. There's a guy playing for Bournemouth. There's a guy playing for, there are so many names, I can put them here. They want to play for Zimbabwe. There are players around playing in France. They are playing, the players playing in Belgium. They are playing, the players playing in Germany, but they can't. I wish I can convince. There's a player playing for Aston Villa at the moment. It's hard for him to play in the first team. So if he was playing international, other teams could see him. Then he can move on. You're punishing innocent players. You're punishing innocent children. Sort your house first. Let's not put people who never played the game into football. It's pathetic and disgrace as a country. My question is, why can somebody like Philip Chiangwa run football when we all know that he never played football? He has never been. But he goes there because he's got money. It's wrong. I've got nothing against him. I don't know him. It's wrong. It is wrong. That's my honest enough. We have got the likes of Bruce Kobler. He lives in Canada, right? We have got the likes of Peter Ndlovu. He lives in South Africa. He's a team manager for a South African team. We have got the likes of Kaitano Tembo. We have got the likes of Japhet Muparuta. We have got the likes of whoever you want to, George Mbwando. You have got the likes of, there are so many. Benjani Mwaruwaru. The likes of those people are the world. The likes of Alexander Masego. The likes of, there are so many who can run that football. People who played football. So let's sort our house. Let's put our house in order and stop this thing. Or saying, oh, vote me in, I want to be the chairman of Zifa. We buy people to vote for you, we buy this. We must say no. The country is banned. How many years no football, international football, as a country? How do you feel when you are watching other African teams? Your country is never, and there will never be. You go and you say, oh, Morocco, get in Morocco, I'm supporting Morocco. When you're from Zimbabwe, are you not ashamed? Right now, you are throwing stones on TVs. Oh, Morocco means the penalty. Oh, what? Instead of, you should be putting a petition that we want to have our team back. We are a disgrace as a country. We need to sort this. Honest. It's pathetic and disgrace. It is a shame. It is a shame. Tag any football player or ex-footballer and tell them that I said, all of you, you are pathetic and disgrace. I say it without fear or favoring anyone. Because you're not talking about it. I've never heard Alex Bonjara talking about this. Never. I watch him every time. He sends me his videos. Oh, I'm having somebody in the studio. Hey, I've got Ronald Pikiza today. Oh, watch my what. I have never heard him talking about what can we do to bring our football back. I have never heard him. I watch his videos. He sends me his videos in a daily basis. Never. And then you tell me that, oh, you know what? Oh, they are pathetic, disgrace. All of them. Harrington, Sharon, whoever they are all pathetic. They only think about themselves because their time is past. They played their football during their time. So they are not bothered about the other ones. Not at all. It's a shame. Sometimes we as bulls you know certain people but you can't. I'll always support my team. I'll always be a Zimbabwean. I'll always support Zimbabwe. But I want to see Zimbabwe doing well. But honest enough, no Africa Cup of Nations. Nothing. Our stadiums. Go and see the National Sports Stadium right now. Go and see Papa Field Stadium right now as you speak. Go and see Chapungu. You will see what I'm talking about. Not even once here's the innovation. Nothing. Not even one day. Because we are putting wrong people in our, I watched Zimbabwe when they had that Fabish era, and the Labo Gibson Wamela and the likes of Morrison, and football. We enjoyed football. We enjoyed football. Now, to watch football in Zimbabwe, honest enough, you just feel, oh no, I don't know. It's like I'm watching, I don't know. We are not even bothered. But come and support Ama these days. Almost Zimbabweans, they support. They talk about Orlando Pirates. They talk about Kaizer Chiefs. They talk about Sundowns. You talk about Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe. They are watching Orlando Pirates because they know their Zimbabwe football team is gone. No one talks. Are you telling me that even the politicians they I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. I would have loved to add a lot of people, but I know you're watching World Cup. You're enjoying to watch Germany and Spain instead of your Zimbabwe. So I'll let you watch, but spread the word that something needs to be done. If I had a choice or a chance of meeting the Minister of Sport myself, I would tell her in her face, Curtis Covent, that you need to sort this, because what's your job? What are you getting? What are you earning for as a Minister of Sport? If I can ask, what sport are we doing well in Zimbabwe? I would love to hear that. What are we doing? What are we achieving in sports in Zimbabwe? So I would love to ask her that question, but probably I wouldn't have a chance to talk to her anyway. We are pathetic as a country in sports. Our country is banned. Honest. Honest. And World Cup comes once every year, 4 years. So these guys who are playing right now, in 4 years' time, probably they'll be finished their career. Gone. Remember, football is a career. You get injured, serious injury, you're gone, especially in Africa. Gone. Knee injury, gone. Finished. Finito. So anyway, guys, let me let you enjoy watching your World Cup. I hope Germany and Spain are more important than Zimbabwe to you. I hope Morocco is better than Zimbabwe to you. But me, no chance. I will always support my country, Zimbabwe, regardless. So we need to talk about this thing. We need to talk about Zimbabwe national team coming back. So enjoy your games. If you want us to talk more about this, inbox me. Then we'll talk about this. And keep on sharing that video with your friends so that it reaches the right ears. And they must know that no, we are complaining. We want our teams back. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. God bless. Bye-bye.